Easy Story House. The Magic Fish. There is a poor fisherman. He has a bad wife. They live in a small house by the sea. Every day, the fisherman goes to the sea. He fishes all day long. One day, the fisherman drops his line into the sea. Then he sits and waits. But his line goes deep into the water. The fisherman pulls on the line. He pulls and pulls. And out of the water, he pulls a beautiful fish. The fish says, "Put me back in the water." The fisherman is surprised. The fish says, "I'm a magic fish. Please let me go." The fisherman says, "Yes, of course. Go free." He puts the fish back into the sea. Then the fisherman goes home. The fisherman's wife says, "Good catch today." The fisherman says, "Guess what?" Then he tells his wife about the magic fish. His wife says, "A magic fish! Ask for a wish." The fisherman says, "Why? We don't need anything." His wife says, "Yes, we do. We need a pretty house." His wife says, "Go back to the fish, ask for a pretty little house." The fisherman says, "I don't want to." His wife cries, "Go!" So the fisherman goes back to the sea. He calls the fish. The fish shows up. He says, "Yes?" The fisherman says, "My wife asks for a wish. She wants a pretty house." The fish says, "Go home. Your wife has it now." The fisherman goes home. He can't see his small house. He can see a pretty house. His wife says, "Oh, the house is so beautiful." The fisherman says, "Yes, it is. Are you happy now?" His wife says, "Yes, I'm really happy." But she is only happy for 1 week. She thinks the house is too small. She says, "Go back to the fish. Ask for a big castle." The fisherman says, "I don't want to." His wife cries, "Go!" So the fisherman goes back to the sea. He calls the fish. The fish shows up. He says, "Now, what do you want?" The fisherman says, "My wife asks for a wish again. She wants a big castle." The fish says, "Go home. Your wife has it now." The fisherman goes home. He cannot see his pretty house. He sees a big castle. His wife says, "Oh, the castle is so beautiful." The fisherman says, "Yes, it is. Are you happy now?" His wife says, "Yes, I'm really happy." But she is only happy for 2 weeks. She wants more. She says, "Go back to the fish. Tell him I want to be queen. The fisherman says, I don't want to. His wife cries, Go! So the fisherman goes back to the sea. He asks the magic fish for the wish, and the fish makes the wife queen. The fisherman's wife asks for more wishes. She is never happy. She always wants something more. The fish gives her everything, but he gets angry. He gets very angry. The fisherman thinks his wife has everything now. He is wrong. His wife says, Go back to the fish. Tell him I want to move the sun and moon. The fisherman is surprised. He says, That is too much. You have everything you need. But his wife cries, Go! So the fisherman goes back to the sea. He calls the fish. The fish shows up. He says, Well, what does she want now? The fisherman is worried. He says, She wants to move the sun and moon. The fish says, No, your wife is too bad. Go home now. She's back in the small house. And she's still there today.